Rumor has it our ubiquitous copper penny will no longer fill our coin purses. The U.S. Mint has made its final order of penny blanks and plans to stop producing the coin when those run out. I held one in my hand the other day and looked at it very closely, much as I had when I was first handed one to buy a Tootsie Roll. Both coins were minted in 1965. I was in second grade, which simultaneously seems like forever ago and yesterday. A lot of time has passed, and a lot of transactions were sponsored through those 60 years by that one copper coin. Oh, so insignificant, yet so much more. I thought about how many times that penny had changed hands. Such a little increment of money, but needed just the same. And as I rubbed my fingers over the embossed image of President Lincoln, I imagined others having done the same with the very same coin. I imagined that penny going into flannel-lined pockets, then into a cash register with a ding, back into a coin purse, then dumped into a tip can, back into the register, then gently pressed into a 5-year-old's hand, stored in a piggy bank, dumped into the counter, and then traveling back to the bank for a deposit. Back into a pocket, but dropped down under the car mat, picked back up by a frantic mom, dumped out a coin purse for a treat at the DQ. Well, back to the bank, then into a wallet, or into a family's save for vacation jar, then off to California, or New York, or Custer, Wyoming. Back into the tip jar, accidentally tipped into an alley in Jersey, later slapped onto a bar, back into a waiter's pocket, who brought it home for his 5-year-old to finger. This, on and on and on, for 60 years with just that one coin. Thousands of pockets, coin purses, and cash registers have held that penny, not to mention all the fingers that held it, contemplated it for that one brief second before releasing it. That little copper coin, its journey traced, could reveal it had connected an awful lot of people and their endeavors over the intervening years. Oh, the stories it could tell. Such a small little blessing, one whose value we would hardly trace, and yet it carried value. How many blessings have we held that served to connect us one to another, whose value was unnumbered, and yet were beyond our ability to trace? God, in it, all. A quote by David Maraniss, American journalist and author. I believe that life is chaotic, a jumble of accidents, ambitions, misconceptions, bold intentions, lazy happenstances, and unintended consequences. Yet I also believe that there are connections that illuminate our world, revealing its endless mystery and wonder. What to make of the conductions from a single penny's multiple roots? Well, we might see the interconnectedness one to another. We who contemplate God and all these blessings might ponder the penny, its path, and its purpose. For me, simply, the contemplations led to a focal point for my reflections for you. What could be illuminated for you as you hold something so small and seemingly insignificant in your grasp? From our hymn tonight, creating God, your fingers trace the bold designs of farthest space. Let sun and moon and stars and light and what lies hidden praise your might. Sustaining God, your hands uphold earth's mysteries known or yet untold. Let waters fragile blend with air, enabling life. Proclaim your care. Jeffrey Rawthorne, bishop and lyricist. The penny's path reveals random connections uniting disparate and to us invisible, faceless people, all seeking to live and move and have their being. Are we not interconnected? Could we not see what it is we have which we can share? Amit Ray, Indian author and spiritual leader. We are all so deeply interconnected. We have no option but to love all, be kind, and do good for anyone, and that will be reflected. The ripples of the kind heart are the highest blessings of the universe. End quote. From start to finish, our lives have opportunities to bless another with what we have been handed. God is in it all. From Revelations 22, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. End quote. God is our beginning and end. What about the in-between spaces? We can hear the answer in the last phrase of a text from the book of Ephesians. You were called to the one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in all, from beginning to end. A copper coin can create connectivity. It's a conductive metal. So does your spirit create connectivity. In it, Creator God is at work. Imagine this. David Eagleman, neuroscientist. A typical neuron makes about 10,000 connections to neighboring neurons. Given the billions of neurons, this means there are as many connections in a single cubic centimeter of brain tissue as there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. End quote. Is not Creator God in these connections, from neurons to galaxies beyond, the micro to the macro? A quote by Aaron O'Connell, actor. Your connections to all the things around you literally define who you are, to which I would add, and who you are to be, as God is in the mix of it. From Ephesians. Walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, making every effort to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to the one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in all.